to cyclamen, this beautiful, lovely houseplant you may be familiar with, right? So we're talking botanical names here as cyclamen, herrerifolium, cyclamen, europaeum, that's a very popular one, and cyclamen purpurescens, right? Those are the three that are most commonly used. And this, can you eat it? This is a really toxic, potentially toxic plant, right? It can cause convulsions, right? So the roots, the tuber, are what are used medicinally, and they are very, very potent. It's called a purgative, right? It's going to make things happen, and just purgatives alone can be too much for people, let alone one at this caliber, right? So not really recommended for internal use anymore, though there is a homeopathic remedy, though it does have a tradition of internal use, especially for aiding birthing process. But you can rub it externally. There's an essential oil, and you can use the root oil externally, and it will help ease menstrual cramping and aid with birthing, expelling worms, all this sort of good stuff. A lot of interesting applications of cyclamen. Edible, the young spring leaves. Where this plant is native, they have made use of the leaves as a winter salad, right? Tossed with olive oil and salt. The Greeks stuff cyclamen leaves with fava beans. Doesn't that sound yummy? And in Iran and Palestine, it's very commonly cooked with. They'll be dried. The young leaves again will be dried and blended with spices, and cooked with rice and meat, and even added to yogurt. So there you have this kind of unexpected application. You got to know what you're doing. The tubers. Toxic, 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 toxic. Don't eat the flowers. Toxic, toxic, toxic. It won't make you feel good. Traditional Chinese medicine was considered very, damp heat, phlegm, right? We don't mean that just as in nasophlegm, we mean gunk, right? So this idea, again, of cleansing the system out of things that are clogging. There's even a safe nose spray that's been confirmed by research as being safe to use when you've got too much cyanitis blocking the system. That can be another application. You really got to find out more about this amazing, beautiful plant, how to grow it, how to use it safely, what it can be used for, what you want to avoid. There's a lot to be appreciated here, and a wonderful, rich history of being used. Cyclamen. Looking forward to connecting with you. Hope you'll consider our Healing Herb Health session, all focused just on cyclamen, so you can get to the heart of the matter.